Hey Speedy Lifers, and welcome back to another video. And this is another video of an awesome testimony. I said I was going to give some of you an update of the life developments, and yeah, we have some exciting things. And as you know, this is Kevin, and if you don't know, this is still Kevin. So there's been a lot that has transpired over the past month, what have you, but this is the goodness of God, right? So I've shared before how I left my job, how I quit after 15 years in my job, and the reasons why I quit and why I felt like it was time for me to leave. And one of the things was God spoke to me a number of years ago, probably like back in 2015, and he said to me concerning the school that I was working in, he said to me, these students love me, Davina, they just don't know it yet. He said, simply introduce me back into the conversation and I will do the rest. And so for the past 10 years, since 2015 until when I left, I was seeking ways on how to introduce him back into the conversation. And each time he gave me a new assignment and said, do this, do this, do this, do this, right? And so it finally got to the point where it's like I did all the things that he asked me to do. And then it still didn't feel like it was building the momentum. And I felt as though I wasn't growing or getting anywhere. So at which point I said to him, Lord, can I leave now? And then this is when he finally gave me the freedom to leave, which now leads us to here. And if you haven't watched that video, you can go back and watch the video somewhere here about how I quit. But I just wanted to bring on, the reason why Kevin's here is because God has done some outstanding things since, right? And it's just crazy because we came to the agreement that I was going to leave that job, not necessarily knowing what was on the other side, not having anything set in stone, not having a huge amount of money in savings. In fact, did we even have savings?
I don't think we had anything.
We had save. Like not with the E, the SAV, right? And so that's where we're at. That's where we were at. And it's just like, Lord, we're just going to trust you. Like, we know that we can't stay the same. We don't know what's on the other side, but we believe that you're asking us to just trust you in this process, right? So the plan was that we were going to build out our businesses, and that's still part of the plan and everything, but God threw in a curveball. So let me tell you, right? In the school, one of the programs that he introduced me to was Beyond Success. And so if you're not familiar with Beyond Success, it's a John Maxwell program, a leadership development program that also is around evangelism, right? It introduces the name of Jesus back into the conversation, which is what God asked me to do in the first place, right? So when I introduced it into the school, he's now saying to me, yes, you've now introduced me back into the conversation. So I partly left because it got to a place where it's like they weren't allowing me in that area to help out with that anymore. So I was like, well, Lord, there's no more room for growth for me to do the things that I want to do. I want to get into coaching and mentoring, all that good stuff. So I recognize that this job is no longer fitting for that. So is it okay for me to leave? On which point I left. And then we were planning on just continuing as we had been doing, right? Evan and I have been doing some roundtables with Beyond Success and give people the opportunity to talk about the subjects and things. And so we've just been doing that and going along with that and, having a lot of fun with that. And it's a voluntary program, so we're not really expecting anything to transpire out of that. We just wanted it. We commit our time because we desire for people to grow, for people to develop, and also for people to have the potential to meet Jesus, right? We are in contact with the person who actually runs Beyond Success here in the UK and Ireland and also across Europe. So he touches base with us every now and again just to see how we're doing, because he was the one that introduced us into the roundtables. That's where we got our contact from. And then he contacted us out of the blue. So I shared in a previous video about how he contacted us and asked us to go represent Beyond Success in Prague. So again, if you haven't watched that, you can go watch that here or here. The link will be here. And so that was an amazing experience, and we were honored to do that. So I finished work on the 5th of August. Just a couple of weeks ago, we got a message from the same guy who runs the Beyond Success here in the UK, inviting us out to go meet up with him and his wife just for lunch, just for a catch up. So we thought, oh yeah, that's kind of cool, because he's asked us before to go out with him and stuff, and it's just been a nice time just to catch up and touch base and stuff. Didn't think anything of it. Shortly after that, we got a message within the WhatsApp group, the Beyond Success WhatsApp group, saying that the lady who works as his ops lead, his PA, is stepping down. And it's like, stepping down, well, where's she going? And we wonder who's going to take her place, right? But we're not even thinking anything of it.
So this is how this went down. So we end up having a meeting. He called and he was like, "What are you guys up to? What are you doing this afternoon, or what have you, whatever afternoon it was?" And then he was like, "Oh, we got that time available." He said, "Good, because I want you to come out to have lunch with me and my wife." And we said, "Oh, all right, cool, that's great. We go out and have lunch or what have you, just to catch up." And that's what we would think we're going to catch up and things like that. So we go, and before we get there, I believe it was like maybe a day before or the same day earlier or what have you, we saw a message in the group about his personal assistant. She's stepping down, and we like, oh wow, we was like, oh man, that's great. She doing stuff. She doing her own thing, and we excited. You know what I mean? We excited for her. Like, wow, that's amazing. And we like, wow, man, I wonder who gonna take her spot. That's a nice place to be at. You know what I mean? And we was like, wow, that's amazing. I wonder who taking her spot. So we going to the having the lunch or what have you. And still we don't know what's really going on. We think it's just lunch. We having a wonderful time for the catch up because we were the ones on his table, and we figure like, hey, he maybe want to see how our tables are running and what how's everything going and things like that. So we go and have the lunch, and it's just regular talk. It's regular talk, and we just going on, and you having lunch. And he said, okay, I just want to give you the real reason why you're here and why we brought you here. It's because did you see the message? And we like, what message? He was like, the message about, somebody stepping down. He's like, yeah, we saw it. I was like, wow, man, it's amazing. He's like, yeah, so that's why you here. We want to know if you two, would take that spot because we prayed, and you two is the ones that came to mind. And he just went on about this, and we sitting there like,
just trying to eat our sandwich. Like, what just happened?
We tried to eat our sandwiches.
I was like,
we just got offered a job to work together.
Not even
just
a job.
Not just a job.
The two of us hired together to work together on a program that we love working on anyhow. And God just aligned it. He aligned it.
Check this out, though, family. Check this out. The thing about it is, Davina quit her job because we want to pursue our business and what we want, what we have planned, which is still going. But God, once she did that, the opportunity for this job opened.
Because this is the crazy thing. I left the straw that broke the camel's back, the proverbial saying, is the fact that I wasn't allowed to be a part of this program within the school because it wasn't my job. So there was a restriction there. And so I was just like, well, that's really not going to work. So since it's not going to work, I have to separate myself from this job in order to free myself up to do those things that I desire to do. Like, I want to get into coaching, I want to get into mentoring, but this job isn't allowing me the freedom to do that. So I'm going to leave here so I can pursue that. And in that, God's now positioned both of us to not only be involved in Beyond Success, but to be working with the lead of Beyond Success and assisting him in operating, being his operation lead within Beyond Success. So I was denied over here and granted full access over here. Like,
that quick. God gave me the summer off, right? I finished on the 5th of August. He gave me the summer off, and then we got reappointed, and we start the 1st of October. Start 1st of October. Now, to think about that, that is so amazing because some of the requirements for the position fits us like as a team, and it's wild and crazy because Davina has the skills from where she came from about the administration parts and things like that, know how to put all these things together and stuff like that. But then there's also a technical side that do that needs like automations and need things putting together, teams running and systems going, which would be what I do, and it's like the two of us together built what you guys are already seeing, and is growing even more. And I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't been on a Beyond Success tables with us, I recommend you signing up for one of the tables, because we are going to be doing another Beyond Success roundtable soon. We just finished one and we about to do another one, and it's you're welcome to join. It doesn't cost you anything. I mean, it's such an amazing thing to learn how to grow and in person have personal growth and leadership skills, and knowing about what's going on in the inside of you that will help you to improve yourself. And look at what just happened. We've been working with this Beyond Success, improving ourselves and growing in leadership, and now we got leadership roles together and to help other people grow in the same thing. This is so amazing, and you guys are actually seeing what we've been talking about for the last few months on
Yeah.
our Wednesday lives, on all the Saturday mornings with the members and things like that. On when you start listening and hearing God and start just moving, without having everything together, having all the ducks in a row and all those things, we have to move in order for the door. When the door opens, we got to move in the direction of the open door, because that open door don't stay open for too long. It
Yeah.
will close,
Yeah.
or it will be open for somebody else if you don't move in. So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
It's
amazing.
wild because it's just the series of steps, right? God is strategic, He's intentional, just how He's done this whole thing. And I think to myself, if I was afraid to just let go of what I already had because I didn't know what came next, would we be here sharing this testimony? Would we be here doing this experience? Would I be here sat in this park talking to you at 1 o'clock on a Monday? Or would I be in some office thinking, what am I doing with my life? And I don't know specifically where God is taking this thing. I have a general idea because, I feel like just like he gave me the dream concerning Kevin back in 2014, I feel and know that he's given me something back in 2016, and he said something, and this is partly where he's leading, amongst other things that he's spoken to us individually, that once we've come together and we've been sharing our heart, we realize that he's kind of given us both the same desire. Like this is how he's been working. But it's amazing to watch him at work. And so when we're sharing these things, it's just amazing because we're watching it unfold before our eyes pretty much in real time, and then we come on here and share it. But it's just to know that, we didn't have anything secure, as it were. But we have him who is our security. And so not to be afraid to take those steps when you believe it's him that's speaking to you, when you believe that it's him that's prompting you. Like, don't ignore those nudges, don't ignore those things. And as we've said numerous times, whatever he tells you to say, say. Wherever he tells you to go, go. And whatever he tells you to do. Just trust him. Back in October, when that lady came and said, go to this meeting, initially I was like, what for? What is this meeting? Then he reminded me of something where he asked me to go to something before, and the outcome. I therefore went, and this has now transpired into this, which is huge. It's big, and it's the beginning of something amazing.
Check. Why she talking? Check the picture out. I mean, that right there is Davina in a room where she wasn't even supposed to be in, but she's there.
And now, those people in that room, we're going to be helping to run their Beyond Success and expand this thing to a greater level. This thing's exciting.
Wow.
It's just getting good.
Guys, I'm telling you, this is amazing. Sitting here and having to tell you guys how this stuff is really unfolding. For one, I appreciate every last one of you for being here with us. This is like straight up beginning stages of everything's to come, and you guys get to see we spilling ourselves out to you. So
Yeah.
this is good, man. This is good.
But if you are interested in joining Beyond Success, or you want to find out more about what Beyond Success is, the link will be in the description. Follow there, put in your details, receive the information, and yeah, go on this personal growth journey with us. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
It's exciting.
So if this story has inspired you, please share it, like it, leave a comment down below. And share with us your stories of what God is nudging you to do so that you can go and experience everything that He has for you.
Yeah, and if you're not a subscriber yet, I wonder why not. Subscribe and stay tuned to all the updates because they're coming. It's going to be a whole lot more coming in. And we thank you guys so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.